We are diving into a concept straight out of the Institutional Property Operations Network's Advanced Asset Briefing. And honestly, it is an absolute game changer for how premium asset managers operate online. We're looking at what's called the Sovereign Traffic Matrix cross-platform engineering. Basically, we're going to explore how to take your digital video strategy out of this chaotic world of fleeting social media trends and transform it into a highly engineered, totally predictable system that literally captures high net worth attention on autopilot.
So, right off the bat, I want to ask you something kind of blunt. Are you treating social media like a megaphone, or are you treating it like an engineered matrix? Because let's be real, most folks in the real estate and asset management space right now, they're just yelling into the void. They're hitting massive burnout from this daily exhausting grind of manual posting, just crossing their fingers and hoping the right high net worth individual happens to scroll by at the exact right second. Today, we're completely flipping that script. We're contrasting that exhausting approach with the absolute necessity of capturing attention systematically.
To cure that burnout for good, we really need to nail down exactly what we're building here. The Sovereign Traffic Matrix is, at its core, a systemized, automated funnel. Its one and only job is to capture high-intent, high-net-worth attention and route it directly into structured private client directories. And this is the absolutely crucial part. It does all of this without ever diluting your corporate brand authority. This isn't about doing silly dances. It's an executive, solutions-oriented machine. It fiercely protects your brand equity while doing all the heavy lifting of lead generation for you in the background.
Here is our roadmap for today. 1. The paradigm shift. 2. Layer 1. Traction. 3. Layer 2. Conversion pathways. And 4. Layer 3. The automation engine. Let's jump right in.
Section 1. The paradigm shift. Modern short-form networks as decentralized outposts.
Moving right into Section 2, Layer 1, Traction, Harmonizing multi-channel short-form traction. The goal here is pretty straightforward. When you get that rapid algorithmic traction on a platform, you want to maximize your distribution velocity immediately, while always maintaining that executive, solutions-oriented posture across every single piece of micro-content.
Because here is the brutal, undeniable reality of the digital landscape we're playing in right now. 2 to 3 seconds. That's it. The first 2 to 3 seconds of your video are literally the most expensive real estate on the entire internet. If you don't land your hook within that incredibly tight window, boom, you lose them to the next scroll. It is a completely non-negotiable metric when you're dealing with high net worth audiences whose time is heavily guarded.
So how do we actually optimize for that? We use a very precise 30-second framework. Step 1, deploy rhythmic structural anchors. This means combining really crisp visual presentation loops with high-end electronic rhythm tracks. It grabs that initial mobile watch time without ever stooping to aggressive or negative clickbait triggers. Step 2, transition straight to value. Skip the shallow platform trends entirely and dedicate the core 30 seconds of your clip to an undeniable technical framework or calculation. Give them the meat right away. And Step 3, practice content synchronization. Repurpose those high-performing tracks natively across all your short-form layers. It keeps you consistent and, massive bonus here, it totally slashes your labor overhead.
Section 3, Layer 2, Conversion Pathways. Engineering the frictionless conversion pathway. We've captured their attention, right? Now we need to route it. The entire purpose of this massive distribution is migrating those high-intent property allocators off the casual social feeds and safely into your structured private directories.
To do that, you absolutely have to avoid the friction of raw URLs and those massive cluttered multi-link trees. Nobody likes those. Instead, use native channel integrations. Link your deep, long-form YouTube authority films directly inside your short-form profiles to keep clicking to a bare minimum. And for your main hub, construct a minimalist multi-destination portal. I'm talking about a clean, single custom landing page with exactly 2 high-contrast choices. Option A, an immediate premium portfolio audit application. Option B, a link to your structured Masterclass training directory. Keep that decision-making flow elegant and frictionless.
Now here's a massive key to making this work. It's all about how you position that call to action. You want to frame your private auditing services as revenue stress diagnostics rather than standard sales consultations. Let's face it, high net worth individuals are pitched to constantly. They are definitely not looking for another sales call. But by framing your portfolio checks through a premium educational lens, you offer immediate, undeniable value. It feels like a data-driven diagnostic, not a pitch.
All right, bringing us to Section 4, Layer 3, the automation engine.
reclaiming bandwidth through digital sync loops. Because if we want to sustain this high post volume without losing our minds, we have to completely eliminate manual administrative chores.
When you connect automated software backends with cloud organization sheets, a single operator, literally just one person, can command a massive multi-platform distribution network. It's wild. You implement AI-driven clipping to automatically break down and scale your targeted shorts from long-form videos. Then your automated backends handle the multi-channel syndication, which totally streamlines your outreach workflows. Finally, you use cloud organization sheets for shared tracking, simplifying all the collaboration and network management. You really don't need a massive team if your tech stack is synchronized correctly.
The repurposing math here is just incredible. Think of it like a giant digital multiplier. You start with one long-form anchor asset, like a deeply researched YouTube authority film or a case study. That single piece of content is then broken down to fuel an entire network of localized short-form outposts. You sit down once, record one high-value executive briefing, and your automation engine practically clones you, multiplying that effort across the entire internet.
When you link all these systems together, you officially master the systemized oversee network. You're automating cross-platform document duplication, like instantly reformatting a text-heavy YouTube community post into a really clean, vertically spaced LinkedIn article. You're maintaining pinned training syllabuses right at the top of your feeds, so cold prospects can just educate themselves on autopilot. And perhaps the biggest win? You're letting automated schedulers handle the daily logistics of publishing. This completely isolates your personal bandwidth so you can focus entirely on what actually moves the needle: high-level strategy, capital acquisitions, and portfolio development.
Which brings us to a final, pretty provocative thought to wrap up today's explainer. Step out of the daily content grind and into the role of a true asset governor. Right now, you have the blueprint. You have the framework to stop acting like a megaphone shouting into the algorithmic void and start architecting your very own sovereign traffic matrix. So the only question left for you is this: are you going to continue burning out on that manual content treadmill, or are you ready to engineer a system that commands the premium attention your business actually deserves?